I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
Oprah Winfrey ties to sex trafficking through convicted molester John of God.
Trying to say this to my friends who had children. You're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis. It feels good.
And Tom Hanks and Oprah. How dirty do you think Oprah is?
I think she's as dirty as what falls out of her.
Oprah. Winfrey is one of the most well-known and respected figures in the world. She's built an empire through her talk show, philanthropy, and media ventures. However, troubling allegations have emerged, raising serious questions about her past. Connections and associations. They've got people asking, how much do we really know about Oprah Winfrey today? We'll break down everything from her alleged ties to human trafficking rings to criticism from former peers and celebrities. Allie Carter, a woman who claims to have been a victim of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, has recently come forward with serious charges according to Carter. Oprah Winfrey is not only connected to Diddy, but is also involved in human trafficking.
I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them. When we went to Colorado for the A to Z event, we had a lot of legal evidence that we made sure we already had because we knew a list of people were about to get got. You can't run for that long. I'm just shocked we're finally seeing the day. So thank you so much for listening. We gotta go and talk some things and then we'll be back. But we gotta move. Because we don't want to be sitting ducks. Not that that does anything. It just disturbs our peace one more time and it's bullshit. I'm not the only one. There are too many victims. Victims that you don't even know their name. Victims that you'll never hear their laugh. Victims that you'll never know who the hell they were because everybody was so busy bouncing to their music. Didn't I tell you? Music is a diary. Are you now figuring that out? If you're listening, it's one thing when you hear it and you feel it. When you feel it, you can actually hear it.
Diddy isn't the only person with a criminal past who has been tied to Oprah. One of her former close associates, John Tessera Diaria, better known as END of God, was convicted of running a massive human trafficking ring. Oprah once promoted John of God on her platform, calling him a healer. But years later, he was exposed for exploiting women and children. It's unclear how much knew about his activities at the time, but the association raises questions.
Oprah Winfrey ties to sex trafficking through convicted molester John of God. Now, this guy's crazy. I actually get a few chills from the story. I done extra research into John of God, doing a few more articles, and this guy's connected to some supernatural entity or something. Like there's something going on. Anyway, Oprah Winfrey and her BFF. The man in this photo is, quote, John of God. Oprah promoted him as a miracle healer. This man kept women chained to impregnate so he could sell their babies for organs, adrenochrome harvesting for sex trafficking, for satanic sacrifice, and who knows what else. He was arrested in December of 2018. Did you hear about it in the mainstream media? No. There are more photos of Oprah and John of God. This is John of God and Maria Donovich.
Oprah legitimized the notorious sex criminal Joe Teixeira, aka John of God, as a miraculous faith healer, one who could cure cancer, giving him international recognition. Joe Teixeira is now serving 19 years in prison for the rape of 4 women. He is facing additional cases related to several sex crimes, including keeping teenage women as sex slaves in underground mines, forcing them to have his children, and selling their babies internationally for tens of thousands of dollars before murdering the women after about 10 years of childbirth. Oprah runs her own Leadership Academy for girls in Africa, a $40 million school for disadvantaged girls.
Musician Seal once made headlines when he criticized Oprah for acting surprised about the Harvey Weinstein scandal. For years, Oprah was seen attending events with Weinstein, one of Hollywood's most powerful producers. But when dozens of women accused him of sexual misconduct, Oprah distanced herself. Seal suggested that Oprah was well aware of Weinstein's behavior long before it became public. Whether that's true or not, the optics of their past relationship have raised concerns.
Back to the Golden Globes for a second. Oprah is now being criticized for her speech that night by a very unlikely star.
Me too.
3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims of sexual assault in the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution."
Please welcome Seal!
The 54-year-old who's appeared on Oprah's show captioned his post, "Oh, I forgot, that's right, you'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses, my bad." While Weinstein maintains his innocence, Seal hasn't commented further, and Oprah has not responded.
This moment is a really powerful time for everybody to get woke.
Fans have come to her defense, pointing out Winfrey is a sexual assault survivor. They also posted pics of Seal's ex, Heidi Klum, kissing Weinstein too.
How are you? I am...
A pilot who worked for Jeffrey Epstein made a stunning claim. Oprah Winfrey was reportedly one of the high-profile individuals who visited Epstein's private island for now. No official evidence has confirmed this. However, given that Epstein's island was infamous for its alleged criminal activities, any link, real or rumored, immediately raises red.
First guy that had them.
What names are on these flight logs?
I mean, they go anywhere from like Bill Clinton to, it goes all the way up the food chain.
Celebrities?
A lot of celebrities like Kevin Spacey, who we've since discovered is a twisted, sick individual. Now, Bill Gates, yes. The cover story on Bill Gates was that he met Epstein in 2011. The Evening Standard published an article on Jeffrey Epstein in 2001, and it said that Bill Gates and Epstein were doing business in the 90s. And Tom Hanks and Oprah.
What about Chris Tucker, the comedian? Because I said his name was on the flight logs, is that correct?
Chris Tucker, yeah, he was on the flight logs. Tucker, Spacey, and Clinton went on the same trip to South Africa.
Do you believe there was children involved with Prince Andrew?
Yeah.
Her association with all these people is extremely worrisome, considering Oprah runs multiple schools for young girls. Oprah has always positioned herself as a champion for young girls, funding multiple schools around the world. However, reports of sexual abuse in some of these institutions have cast a shadow over her philanthropic efforts. Allegations have surfaced of misconduct and mistreatment of students under her watch. Given her strong stance against abuse, many believe she should be more open about what's happening in these schools.
Oprah Winfrey has spoken for the first time about the arrest of a dormitory matron at her Leadership Academy for Girls near Johannesburg in South Africa.
This has been one of the most devastating, if not the most devastating experience of my life. Like all such experiences, there's always much to be gained, and I think there's a lot to be learned.
The 27-year-old matron was released on bail after being charged with the alleged abuse of 6 students, aged between 13 and 15, and one of 23. She emerged from the courthouse with a blanket over her head to find hordes of media waiting for her. Miss Winfrey said that although rigorous checks were carried out on staff at the school, with hindsight, they clearly didn't go far enough.
I think that knowing what I know now, the screening process was inadequate, although I do know that for every person that is hired at the school, there is both a criminal and a civil background check. But I was not directly responsible or in charge, although the buck always stops with me, of hiring the dorm parents. But we are going to redefine what that position should mean and what the qualifications for that position should be for the future.
Despite all of these claims, Oprah has firmly denied any involvement in criminal activities or wrongdoing. She maintains that these accusations are false and that she has nothing to hide. However, more and more people are asking her past connections.
Oprah shuts down sex trafficking arrest rumors. the media mogul takes to Twitter to respond to awful rumors stating she had been arrested. After finding out her name was trending on social media, she decided to address the rumors. Oprah tweets, "Just got a phone call that my name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested. Just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody." Conspiracy theories surfaced online claiming that Oprah had been arrested in connection with an alleged sex trafficking ring and that her house had been raided. Many fans and Oprah's famous friends are coming to her defense. A Wrinkle in Time director and filmmaker Ava DuVernay slams the disgusting rumor. She writes, "Trolls and bots began this disgusting rumor. Mean-spirited minds kept it going. Oprah has worked for decades on behalf of others, given hundreds of millions to individuals and causes in need, shared her own abuse as a child to help folks heal. Shame on all who participated in this."
Despite her denying it, the amount of allegations is piling up and people are starting to make more and more connections about her.
I just say this to my friends who had children. You're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis. It feels good. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, "You're crazy," because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than what we discussed earlier.
This despite her denying it. The amount of accusations is piling up, and people are starting to make more and more connections about her.
How dirty do you think Oprah is?
I think she's as dirty as what falls out of her in that toilet from that Zempic. They say you are what you eat. She full of diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with TD Jakes? Where TD Jakes been? Because he was at them parties.
Yeah, I know. He's blessing that baby oil. I bet they did have to rub him down with that special blessed oil. All that, man, and you gotta get on that. You don't want that snapping, you know what I'm saying? That somebody might fly. You know, you never seen him twerk when Tyler Perry laid hands on him and said he was giving him a couple $100,000 and he started twerking and he was twerking on the dais and the woman pushed the baby out. Push the baby on it in the church. His son got arrested for doing strange things in the park after dark with men. His daughter got a problem with babysitting and giving people their children back. And the man that she married likes touching the children that she forgets to return.
Singer Jaguar Wright, known for exposing corruption in the music industry, has also made claims against Oprah. She has hinted that Oprah may have deeper ties to Hollywood's darker side than people realize. But like many others who have spoken, Outright has faced significant backlash and censorship.
Is about our brother Dave Chappelle and Oprah Winfrey. Yes, Oprah. Her buddy's name is K.O. King amongst Black society. Intelligent Black society it is. Beloved, Oprah has had a long history of undermining Black people in general, but Black men specifically. We saw the betrayal of her stabbing Michael Jackson in the back by interviewing his libelous accusers a decade after his death. We understand that he was exonerated. There was no conviction, obviously, during his state trial. Even the feds was looking into him to investigate and find something. Over many years, they couldn't find anything. So we understand the League of Mammies. We understand when Black-looking people work on behalf of white supremacy. That's one qualification to be a part of the League of Mammies. And the other part is to undermine black people, mock black people at the same time. And that's exactly what Oprah has done.
Here is also a long-standing view that Oprah has undermined successful black celebrities, especially those who have criticized Hollywood's elite. For example, Dave Chappelle has spoken about the pressures and manipulations in Hollywood, and some believe Oprah played a role in dismissing his worries. Then there's Michael Jackson. Oprah famously conducted an interview advertising a controversial documentary about him. The contents of the program accused Michael Jackson of crimes he had already been proven innocent of in the court of law. Here is also a long-standing view that Oprah has undermined successful black celebrities, especially those who have criticized Hollywood's elite. For example, Dave Chappelle has spoken about the pressures and manipulations in Hollywood, and some believe Oprah played a role in dismissing his worries. Then there's Michael Jackson. Oprah famously conducted an interview advertising a controversial documentary about him. The contents of the documentary accused Michael Jackson of crimes he had already been proven innocent of in the court of law.
If Oprah was watching this, what would you tell her?
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do. And stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments. What you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are. Where Oprah Winfrey and I have a problem is Oprah Winfrey called us up and she said my brother wanted to come on the show and talk about him molesting me, and he wanted to tell other parents how to look out for molesters. My brother Gerald is a charmer. So my mind thought was, because she said, do you want to come on? I said, I don't want nothing to do with that cat. I said, nigga, I know it's up to a scam, but people can change. And who am I to say he hasn't changed? It might really be different. So I don't want to get in the way of that. I just don't want nothing to do with it.
Comedian and actress Monique has publicly criticized Oprah for years, accusing her of betrayal. Monique claims that Oprah allowed her abusers on her talk show, despite branding herself as an advocate against abuse. This feud has made headlines. And while Oprah has largely remained silent on the matter, it raises questions about her integrity.
Because my main account is banned where all of my Diddy blind items from this month are, I'm just going to do all the March 2024 Diddy blind items so we can see the lead up to this. Starting off March 1st, this is Little Rod, the Rodney Jones, Sean Diddy Combs. This is the male victim that came forward. It's pretty easy to tell that whoever wrote the recent lawsuit against the wannabe rapper / producer reads this website on a pretty regular basis. They even use some of the same clues in their blind items. And I said before and I'm saying again, no, that's because the blind item has been recording crimes. They've been reported to them instead of the police for the past fucking 20 years. And they just corroborate the actual little crimes that, 3 homes got raided for today because of. Okay, this next one's also from March 1st. They call Diddy Mr. Freakoff. Mr. Freakoff isn't the only one who asked for straight men to be delivered to his hotel room when he is in London. Just ask the unlocked blogger, and that's Jason Lee, and the weather boxer, Floyd Mayweather. This British rapper, and that's Giggs, and the socialite with the star in his name target dealers who want the extra cash, who are sure to be discreet because they have girlfriends. This is why the powerful rapper, and that's 50, is always mocking them, and why they're too afraid to say anything back. He's seen the videos.
Kyle Marissa Roth. A TikTok influencer gained attention for calling out Oprah's involvement in misleading documentaries about Michael Jackson shortly after her exposé. Roth was found dead while no direct link has been established between her death and her comments about Oprah. The timing has fueled speculation.
I want to tell you this. I was in the same tier, the same cell that Epstein was on. And Suge, there's no way in hell that guy could have committed suicide on that tier. I was in there for 7 months. There's no way.
And coming from you, I know you just know the truth. And I personally didn't think he was going to commit suicide. But the thing is, he had Oprah Winfrey to everybody on that island. Anybody with a weird fetish, and that's what underage kids on that island, and everybody knew it. So it's not like it's a situation where all of a sudden, maybe, let's take a talk, and you know as well as I know, like you can on the same tier as him, he probably was going to tell it all himself. You know?
No doubt. No doubt in my mind at all.
Maybe sure he did.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way he could have done it. You know, first of all, they're watching all the time. There's cameras, and just so happens that one particular time there's no cameras and no one monitoring that. I had eyes on me 24/7 when I was there. So, I mean, I knew it was impossible.
Always.
Yeah.
You have a one time to yourself.
Nothing
You
else.
always watch your face.
So,
always. Always.
At the end of the day, Oprah Winfrey remains one of the most powerful figures in media. But power often comes with scrutiny from past friendships, with controversial figures to allegations of deeper involvement in Hollywood secrets, like accusations against Oprah continue to grow. So, what's the truth? Is Oprah simply a victim of guilt by association? Or is there more to her story than meets the eye? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. We'll keep you posted as more information comes to light. Until next time.